Alright, you guys, welcome back to my channel. And if this is your first time, I need you to click like and I need you to click subscribe. So today we're going to do a review over the June cup. Alright, let's get started. So, a lot of girls, especially me, I was so skeptical over this type of cup. I was not with putting no cup inside of me. That was a no-no. That was a, how all the girls say, I think I'm doing it wrong, this way. It was a So, as you can tell, I'm very big on my feminine products. I have my tampons, I have my panty liners, I have my wipes, I have my June cups. I have two, and we're going to get into this. I have my other wipes, I have my pads, to-go wipes. I'm big on that. So, the reason why I switched over to the June cup, because I have not touched these in, I'm going to say 3 cycles. That's why they're still stacked up and full. The reason why I switched over to the June cup is because, one, I have really bad cramps. To the point where, like, I'm on the floor. I was prescribed promethazine tabs. I would be in pain. I use tampons. I use pads. I always leak. I overflow. Now, I do have a small down there. I have a small one, but I have really heavy bleeding. So, we're going to show you what it looks like. So, I was actually introduced to the June cup by my sister. Shout out to Asia. Whoop, whoop. But I was talking so much noise. I'm not wearing that. Ugh, that's nasty. I'm going to get blood on my hand. Ugh, why are you telling me about a cup? I don't want that inside of me. And she was like, girl, if you don't put this cup on, if you don't order you a cup, she's like, they actually having a sale. And good news for everybody, the sale is actually back around. They're $6 a cup. They were $30. Now they're $6. So we're going to get into it. So this is the cup. I don't know if you'll be able to see. This is the cup. This is the pool. And with that being said, put my baby back. I'm going to lay her out for you. With that being said, just like the tampon, you have something to grab. But unlike the tampon, you're actually being measured. So because I guess the light is so light, it has 20 milliliters and it has 10 milliliters. So my first time using the cup, it's embarrassing, but I have to be honest with you guys. So my first time using the cup, I didn't want to read the instructions. Yes, it comes in a pretty little baggie. And yes, the baggie inside has the cup. And then it had a piece of paper that tells you how to use it. I thought I was being grown because I was like, I don't want to use this anyway. I just want to see what it feels like. I put the cup in and I pushed it in like this. So, how was I supposed to get it out? I had a problem. First of all, because it's like this, is like a dome now inside of my... I was so upset because I was bleeding through and I was like, the cup didn't work. I got blood on my clothes. There's blood on my car because I'm driving and then I feel it and I'm like, I have to go back home, but I have to be somewhere in 10 minutes. I was livid. I was like, this isn't right. This right here is this. So my sister was like, give it another try. She said, read the instructions, Bree. I did. Literally, you take your cup. You take your cup. You fold it. It's really simple. And because it's silicone, it folds either way. You put it in there. And when you push it in there, it literally opens up. This isn't going to be hanging out. Not like a tampon string. So you're not going to have to readjust. You're not going to have to move. It's literally going to be in there. When you get ready to pull it out, you take your 2 fingers and you pull. And because it is, your stuff is going to grip it and it's not going to jerk. It's going to slide out just like that. Now, I do advise when you first use the cup to look at where the blood stopped, because my first time using the cup correctly, it says you can keep it in for 12 hours. I kept it in for a little over than 12. My cup was right here at the tip, right before you get to the breathable holes, and it was about to overflow. I took it out, I dumped it, I cleaned it, sanitized it, let it air dry. I was like, okay, that wasn't so bad. No blood was on my fingers. It wasn't nasty. It didn't have the same smell as it would have if I would have used a tampon. Like the copper, grimy kind of smell. You know, the little smell that, you know, guys make memes about. Yeah, it didn't have none of that. It literally didn't have a smell. And I was like, oh, I don't smell like pennies. Okay, cool. So the next day, because I didn't want to go to sleep with it on because I was still skeptical, I used my go-to pads. I kind of leaked through because I slept my full 8 hours. I leaked through the next morning, came, changed, took a shower, put the cup in, was on the go. Instead of waiting 13 hours, I waited 6. And my cup was right above the 10. So it was like kind of right here. So I was like, okay, cool. Now, let's get to the difference with the cramps using tampons and the cups. So with the tampons, my cramps were still extreme. They were like horrible. But when I started using the cups, like I said, I've been using like three cycles. When I've been using the cups, my cramps aren't as bad. I still have cramps, but that's because I need to change my diet. I'm a country girl. I like food, but they wasn't as intense. Cramps start slowing down. My flow now, I can leave this baby in about 10 hours and my flow won't even be as heavy. I don't know if it's because they knew what they was doing when they made these, or if it's because my body is really adjusting to emptying the waste out instead of using a tampon. The waste is being poured into a piece of reusable tissue, all types of trash that's been cleaned and inserted into a little plastic thing that we insert inside of us. So with this, you don't know how much blood you're losing. Some of us need to actually get into learning how much blood we're losing so that we can report it to our doctors. Now, the pros and the cons. The cons is sometimes you'll forget this is in there. I thank you, June, for making it that easy, but it's nice. I forget I'm on my cycle. And I'm going to the restroom, I'm wiping, there's no blood. I'm like, okay, let me get in the bed. I'm going to sleep, take my shower, I'm going to bed. And then I'll be like, a cramp. I'm like, oh my God, I'm still on my cycle. I'm looking at my phone, and Flow, the app Flow, she'll just pop up and be like, how was your cycle today? And I'm like, but that's also like a pro and a con, kinda. I feel like it's a pro, but it's also a con because I don't need to be forgetting I'm on my cycle. Also another pro is it doesn't have all these weird ingredients, all these weird different tissues and paper and bio this and bio this, and we don't get I don't want to say static shock, toxic shock. You don't get toxic shock because you can leave these in for literally up to 12 hours. With these, you have to change them every 3 to 4 hours. And if you bleed heavy, every 1 to 2 hours. Also, once you clean them, you have to clean them with antibacterial soap. Don't go in there and trying to clean them with some cute Suave, some cute Bath and Body Works. You make sure you get you some antibacterial soap. This is a soap that I use. And it's from Dr. Barner's. You can actually get this at Walmart or Amazon. I'll choose Walmart because I want to get it right then and there. Bottle is like $5, $6 for this big bottle. It's 32 fluoride ounce, 946 milliliters. And it works. And you actually can use this soap to clean, to detox, to wash your hair, to clean your toys, because I'm big on toys. You can use the soap on everything, but I really love the fact that I use it on this. And you know, when you put it back in there after you get out the shower and it's air dry, you get a little minty. When it's inserted, you get a little feel good. if you know me. But also, there's nothing wrong with doing your own research. I still keep pads in my purse just in case, like, hey, I want to take this cup out. I need to clean it. I am tired. I don't want to put it back in there. Or you're in a public restroom and you like, I don't want to clean my cup in public. But let me tell you, when I empty my stuff out, if I'm at work or if I'm at anywhere, if I'm emptying my stuff, I pull it out, pour it out, take some tissue, clean it up, put it right back in. And I have no problems. I have no pains, no blood, no waste. But don't be goofy like me. And because my first time I was goofy, like I said, went upside down, blood everywhere. It's not worth it. Oh snap. Wait a minute. Okay. So we're gonna do some facts on the June cup also. So if you go to their website, which I will place link at the bottom of the video, you go to their website, they show you literally everything. They show you everything, how it looks, how it feels. They explain to you everything. Right now, they have a 4.8 out of a 5-star review. People are even saying, like me, after a few times, I got the hang of it. It's really not that hard, but you got to make sure you're comfortable with it. They have different sizes. You can get your small or large. They're on